Hey, y'all. Lady TC Knows here. That's LADIITC sings jazz over there on Y2B. Y'all must be like, what is she doing up at this hour? It is 3:02 in the AM. And let me tell you something. I always get up to Palau, which is what I tell y'all is the Hebrew word for prayer. I get up around this time because I've set my schedule now. I'm following prana and chi to sip on just nothing but warm water, and that detoxifies your system. And then it's a routine where I go out and step outside onto my patio and touch some natural things like plants and water and soil and things like that. And then I begin to speak with the Most High and set my affirmations, and then I set intentions, and I pray and I pull out. So anyway, that usually I get up around this time anyway, but it is Sam poking and prodding me. You know who I'm talking about, my spiritual guide that I told y'all came to me with my great awakening, the major shift that had occurred around the time of the Tyson fight, where he got me up, motivated to do all these things. And at the same time, I've come into the knowledge of being who I am and being chosen. Sam was sent to be part of my collective, and Sam is always with me. He's a spiritual guide, and he's funny. He reminds me of my dearly departed loved one, my brother, but I know it's not him. But he could be. Listen, we get into it sometimes and stuff. But anyway, he got me up, and he's like, "You need to show them this one." And he brought me a video that's gonna knock y'all socks off. It is amazing. I had to watch it twice. It's 40 minutes long, so I'm gonna have to break it up into four sections. But this video is explaining in detail exactly what everyone needs with the perfect visuals and all. I've never seen anything so greatly telling. It even was rewarding to me because it gave me vindication, and that everything I'm doing is right on schedule. It's right aligned with what I'm supposed to be doing. So I definitely have to give it to you. And the video is called The Truth in Shifting. Well, it's actually called The Great Shift. The Great Shift Has Begun. That's the title of the video. You can see it over there. Let me put these glasses on. I'm going to include it in the video description. I always do. It's by the Interconnected Zone. It's called The Great Shift Has Begun. But this is a video that gives you the truth in what shifting is. A lot of people don't understand these words like shifting and reset and 5D consciousness. And I get that. This video is going to be that explanation. So you will forever have the answers that you've needed. Okay, so let me shut it up and let you get into it. Here we go with part one, the truth and what is shifting for you and what it means for you as you shift. Here we go. Stay tuned.
They say the sky cracked once, not with lightning or thunder, but with silence so profound that the birds forgot to fly. In the deserts of the forgotten places and the ruins of forgotten minds, there have been whispers. Whispers that something is coming. Not a storm, not a war, but something deeper, older, and more permanent. A separation, a divide, a shift. Not of nations, but of consciousness itself. A veil will fall or rise, depending on where you stand. And when it does, there will be no going back. You'll either cross over or be left behind. What is this great shift? Who or what is orchestrating it? And more importantly, how do you know if you're ready? Don't look away now. Stay with me. What you're about to hear isn't for everyone. But if you're still watching after this, maybe, just maybe, you're meant to know. Before we venture deeper into this rabbit hole of riddles and revelations, make sure you like this video, share it with those you suspect might be feeling the same calling, and subscribe to the Interconnected Zone before you get too deep and forget the way out. And hey, if you're already feeling that pull, consider becoming a member. It's one more way to stay connected while everything else begins to unravel. There is a moment in every age where reality begins to tremble at the edges. Not all at once, not loudly. It starts as a feeling, a disquiet in the gut, an inexplicable anxiety before sleep, the sensation that the world isn't quite aligned. People blame stress, blame news, blame anything that fits the ordinary pattern of rational cause and effect. But the ones who feel it the strongest, the awakened, they know this is different. They feel the split as if it's pulling at the seams of their very thoughts. Time seems to ripple. Days stretch. Hours collapse. Familiar places look subtly different. Synchronicities intensify. The same numbers again and again. The same symbols, animals, dreams. Something is calling. Something is nearing. And it wants you to see. It wants you to remember. Comment below if you felt this shift lately. You're not imagining it, and you're not alone. Ancient civilizations, long thought to be myth or exaggeration, all foretold of this moment in their own way. The Hopi spoke of a day of purification, a time when the world would split into two paths, one of destruction and one of survival. The Mayans hinted at the end of one cycle and the mysterious beginning of another, misunderstood by many as apocalyptic doom. In Eastern traditions, there is talk of the Kali Yuga's end, a turning of the cosmic wheel that brings either awakening or obliteration, depending on one's state of consciousness. Even biblical texts speak of the separation of wheat from chaff, the judgment not by fire or sword, but by resonance. And yet, despite these cultural differences, they all seem to speak of a singular event, a sorting, a dimensional departure, a great shift. If all these cultures foresaw it, were they trying to warn us or prepare us? And what if the key to surviving it isn't survival at all, but surrender? The signs are everywhere now, and they're accelerating. Glitches in technology no one can explain. Animals behaving erratically. Children remembering things they never learned. People disappearing, not just physically, but energetically. You've seen it. You know someone who used to feel there. And now, though their body remains, something behind their eyes is missing. As though their signal has been cut or redirected. This isn't madness, it's metamorphosis. The shift has already begun. But it's still subtle enough to be mistaken for coincidence. Not for long. We're nearing the threshold now, and soon those who haven't prepared, not in bunkers but in spirit, will find themselves on a path with no return, while others will walk through a door that no one else can see. Do you feel it too? Comment below if you've noticed friends, strangers, even yourself, fading in and out of this reality like flickering lights in a dying hallway. This is not about doom, nor is it about blind optimism. It is about resonance, frequency, vibration. These aren't just poetic metaphors. They are the hidden mechanics of the universe. Everything you are, everything you think, feel, and believe emits a frequency. And that frequency either aligns you with the incoming wave or casts you into turbulence. That's the secret the ancient schools guarded. That's the knowledge encoded in pyramid structures, crop circles, and megalithic harmonics. The earth itself is tuning, like a great instrument tightening its strings. And only those attuned to its new frequency will harmonize with what comes next. The rest? They'll remain in the old song, in a world that begins to collapse upon itself. Not in flames, but in forgetting.
Okay, everybody, Chosen One family, I hope you enjoying this. This is the end of part 1. We're going on to part 2. And I would love for you to continue on with this video because there's so much information that's going to take you into the knowledge that you need to know to, keep developing and being chosen and following what you need to be doing and aligning and everything. All the information is here right at your fingertips. So keep tuning in. Part 2 is coming up. Remember to always stay awake, align, and remember, with all this, we are crossing over into newer timelines. And stay tuned. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.